You know what's really funny? Is when you hit the wrong button, and instead of muting your mic, oh god! Instead of muting the mic, I click on the button so I can hear what the mic is recording in my headphones. I'm like, why do I hear myself? That's weird. So, anyways, now that we've completely goofed that intro and wasted the last 39 seconds of your life and mine. You know what? This is Puffcast My Moment. We're just getting into it. It's currently 10:01 p.m. Pacific time. We're live, guys. We're live. We're just kind of hanging out. It's Friday night, November 17th. It was a good day. It's been a good day. I'm relatively in a good mood, in a good place, in a good state of mind. Yeah, I'm happy-ish. Yeah, I can't really complain about today. It was a good day. But we are going to get into it. We're going to get some dabs. We're going to just have a little bit of fun. Play some tunes going on in the background. And just see where things go. Because I'm in no hurry. I'm in no rush to go anywhere or do anything. But be right here, right now with you guys. So hopefully, that doesn't even make sense. I hope that everybody out there has been able to have a THC-filled moment in time. Sometime today. Or whenever you're going to listen to this podcast. Hopefully, you're able to medicate. And just kind of mellow out and just have that session, your zone, your zen time, your you time, your me time. Because, you know what, I mostly smoke when I'm by myself. Occasionally, obviously, I get together with the bean, we'll have a big sesh. I don't really smoke with the wife very often. Very, very, very rarely does that ever happen. I don't really smoke with many other people. So my sesh is pretty much just my time. And it's a good me time. I like it. But some people, of course, are more into group smoking, and I'm totally in favor of that as well. I just don't have a group that I go to. So, we got some incense, actually. It's kind of funny. I picked it up from the dollar store. Dollarama. I love Dollarama, don't you? You get everything at the dollar store nowadays. But the incense there is not the greatest, obviously, because it's a dollar store. And when you can get 40 incense for like $1.25, you know that you have picked up something that's just going to be shit, in my opinion. But I haven't been able to go get anything good yet. Keep forgetting. Well, is it forgetting or just not wanting to? One of the two. Who knows? But let's check and see which one of these guys will work out for tonight. Let's see if I can find a lighter. Because if I can't find a lighter, the incense is going to do nothing. Because I do want to change it up a little bit tonight and maybe not just do the dabs. Of course, I will do the dabs. I always do the dabs. The dabs are there. I do enjoy them. And no, I have not smoked. I have not medicated. I probably haven't had anything in my system in the last 8-9 hours. So I'm pretty monotone on the level. Just kind of just where it is, where it's at, where it's going. What do you know? I'm just me. I'm a little weird, but yeah, you get that, I'm sure. So let's see if we can crack open the case, which is way behind us, and the microphone's way in front of us. So I don't know, guys. Hang on. Ooh, we got lucky. We got lucky. There's a lighter right here. We got it. We gotta be careful though. We've got to be very, very careful tonight. Why? Well, because the oldest child is over at Grandma's for the night, which is awesome. But the youngest is currently having a sleepover, and they're not quite asleep. So, I don't think they're even attempting to go to sleep yet. They're 2 floors above us, upstairs, watching YouTube or something. Just kind of hanging out, doing their thing, which I'm totally in favor of. So, I have nothing against that. They just got to make sure they stay upstairs. But we're going to light some incense, see what this does. And maybe we'll start off with a couple keef rips off the Evode. Get that incense going nice and strong. See what it does now. I always find that the dollar store incense eventually just kind of smells like a stick. It's not the greatest, but like I said, it will do for now. Beggars cannot be choosers. Well, they can, but it just never seems to work out. So it's best if we're not beggars or choosers. Now, I haven't even started dabbing or smoking or puffing or nothing here, and I'm already got the sniffles going on, which is just bugging the crap out of me because those sniffles will not go away. I used a neti pot the other day. If you've never used one, it's really fucking gross. It's like a teapot full of water and salt that you just shove up your nose and up one nose and out the other nostril, and it goes like Niagara Falls of booger and snot and water. It's disgusting as fuck, but it'll clear your sinuses out. However, whenever I do it, it never does anything. It clears it out, and then I just go. It's weird. I don't get it. Maybe it's my septum thing. I don't know. But the cold never goes away. The sniffles never go away. Life just doesn't go away. But you know what? That's alright. So we are gonna quickly turn around here. Reach for the keys. Oh. And of course, yesterday, I'm currently on my days off, which is good. But the other day, I seriously need to make room for this case, guys. I did not think this through. Shit. We got a problem, guys. We got a problem. I'm gonna have to hold this case on my lap and hope to God I don't drop it, because that would suck. That would suck. But anyways, yesterday, of course, I was out and about doing my thing, hanging out. No, I'm joking. I was at work, and I don't know what I did, honestly, but I fucked up my left arm. Something. I don't know what I did. I just don't get it. But it hurts. It is sore. The muscle is just like, oh, what'd you do to us? What did you do to us? Forget the sound, guys. I'm just finding the right pick. That's, oh, you know what? That one will do. Nice. I like this one. Okay. We got the pick. Except, yeah. Alright, let's see. Do we have the right oil cap? Ooh, no. No, we don't. However, we are going to start using that guy because we've got to start filling him up. Let's open the other oil cap. And what do we got in here? I think this is Keef. I think it's Keef. A little what's left over of that Keef. There's really nothing in that one. So, I'm guessing it's mostly going to be dabs, guys. Probably mostly going to be dabs. But, yeah. So, we got this here. We got that there. We're going to move this over here and right over there. But we do have all of these little oil slick caps all over the place in all these containers. I'm just going to quickly pop these guys open. Oops. Not upside down, preferably. And make sure there's nothing in these guys. Maybe that's some little stashed away containers. I don't know. I don't check all my stuff. After I set it up the first time, it's kind of like I set it and I forget it. Alright, so these two are completely empty, which is fine. So I'm going to put them back. I'm going to move on to the next one. Now I've got two more up in here. And we're going to... I can hear something. I think I got some old stuff in there. I can hear something in this one, so again, I don't think I should open that one. That one sounds full of some. And this one has got a bunch of old, well, not old, but mixed recycled weedage. That would be, you know, those things, those little things, those herbs. What's in this one? It's like Christmas over here, guys. This one's empty. That's weird. Alright, so we're going to move this down here. I'm going to crank this up here. And, yeah, I think, you know what? We might just, bring out the solo aerizer while we're at it. Why not, you know? Why not? It's not every day that, you get to get high. Well, it is, but, you know you wants to do it this way. Alright, so we got everything set up here. I'm gonna get the ashtray out. Oh, hopefully your sesh is going a lot easier than mine, because mine's just taking a while to set up here. But hey, beggars can't be choosers. Well, they can be, but then nobody's really listening, so I guess the big thing here is to just be grateful that we got the weed to begin with. Because, you know what? It's just about puff time. Now, I just gotta find, where is it? Oh, there it is. There it is. My smoke buddy. Because if I'm gonna take a couple of rips off of the Evode, I gotta make sure the smoke buddy is 100% in prime condition. Which it's probably not. It's kind of wet and sticky. Well, it smells like an asshole. I put a bounce dryer sheet, believe it or not, in the top of the smoke buddy. because it's not filtering well enough anymore. Even though it's supposed to be good for many uses, and I don't think I've used it that much. My old ones, my black ones, I probably used 3 to 4 times as the amount as I have with this blue one that goes in the dark. And yeah, I think because it goes in the dark, it's shit in the bed. It's lasting like a month's worth-ish, and that's it. And because I'm cheap as fuck, I try to get the most bang for my buck and get everything to last as long as humanly possible. So maybe that's my problem. I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Yeah, it probably is. Alright, well, enough said about that, because that is my problem. So, we all know... Can you hear me? Alright, I'm back. Sorry. My little travel container for my dabs is, basically, if I'm not going to stick it back in my case, in my chronic case that I have put together for myself, then I store it up in, actually, the ceiling rafters of my basement. I have an open ceiling, unfinished basement, so which works perfectly for me. I've got a lot of little stash hideaways, cubby holes, stuff like that, which works great for me. So, I just got to reach up, grab it, and I did. So we're going to take a dab here, guys. I'm going to start with the dab, and then we're going to move on from there. And just cause, ooh, I hear movement. You never know. Alright. Ooh yeah, I hear movement. There's a lot of movement. I hear footsteps. Crinkety crinking. Someone's up there. Someone's moving around. Someone's doing something. It's like, because I'm live here, I got my booby traps all set up, guys. I've got the basement door sealed. I've got a couple things against the basement door, so if it opens up, just heaven forbid, somebody tries to come down, all this stuff's going to start tripping and falling and making a lot of noise, freaking them out. And then giving me a window of opportunity to put my stuff away and give a quick spray if I need to. And just the things I got to do to protect myself, because I don't want anybody walking in down here. I could put a full lock on the basement, but then the wife's afraid that if somebody else comes down here that they might lock it accidentally. So I have little man-made locks. It's kind of ridiculous and funny, but it works. So I've got a really nice sized dab. So I'm going to load up every one of these things here so I can go in sequence, because, you know, it's time to get high. Alright, so I've got a good sized dab. It's probably a little under a 0.1. I think it's probably about a 0.8 maybe. I get a 0.08. I don't know. It's, yeah, 0.1. A little under 0.1. I got a nice sized dab of Granddaddy Purple in the Yokan E-Ball Plus with the Yokan NYX mod attachment. Then I'm going to load up a small bowl. Let's just make sure there's nothing in this one. Of course there's something in this one because I haven't been cleaning them out properly. I've been getting lazy on them hits. So, before I even get into the rip, oh, you know what? There's still a partial hit there. So, alright, I'm going to take this rip real quick, guys. And only problem is that the smell might be an issue because it might go poof. So I hope it doesn't. Because I will hear about it. So, what are we going to do to protect this smell? What can we filter? We got the incense going. It's going to do its thing. It's going to stink around the house. Covers up all those extra little odors, which is good. But I just don't want the kids to sniff and be like, what's that smell? I just farted, that's all. I don't think they would believe it, but you never know. Anything's possible, right? Oh, some nice flat Diet Pepsi. I opened this probably about 5 hours ago. I've just been slowly drinking it. Ugh. I would love for this cold to just go away. I should probably just start like downing like hordes of vitamin C. I don't know. Because I'm tired of just being snotty and slow. You can't even understand me half the time. I'm just... Alright. So, we got the thing here. We need to stuff this smoke buddy with something to help filter the shit out. I don't have anything within reach. This could be a problem, guys. It could be a problem. What are we going to do? All right. So I'm relying on you to rely on me to rely on you to make sure I come back in time. I'm going to take 5 big steps to my right. Grab a couple bounce shoes, grab a little towel, and maybe try to make a little modified smoke buddy. You can even count with me. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm still here, promise. I'm here. Okay. I'm back. See, I wasn't gone very long. I know you missed me. Everybody does. But I'm back now. I'm back. I got the headset back on. It's a little cold. I actually picked up this new Lasco ceramic heater today. It's kind of neat. No, I want to put you on low. How do I put you on low? Let's keep you on 19. Can you guys even hear that? I don't see the mic bouncing around that it's recording it. So that's good. But I got this cool little ceramic heater from Costco today because the wife and I went up there first thing this morning. That was a whole trip and a half. Really kind of weird. So I hate shopping. I really do. But I asked her this morning because we were up early. We got the kids off to school. It was just us. So it's like, hey, you wanna go to Costco? She's like, sure, let's go. So if I'm gonna go into Costco, which is, you know, the busiest fucking store on the planet, I took a nice little dab of some Ghost Train Haze, that nice tea, would just kind of get myself modified into the role of getting up and getting off my ass and wanting to do something with the day, because I was pretty tired this morning, guys. So we get up there, and I'm like, wow, there's like hardly anybody here yet. It's crazy. It's awesome. So we go inside, and there's just this horde of people standing there. I'm like, fuck, the store's not even open yet. And we're standing here waiting for Costco to open. And it's just like, when did I become that guy? When did I become that person that waits for the department stores to open? Like, really? Really? Oh, that's in poor taste in my opinion. But it was super, super crazy going in and being able to shop and not have a million people run into you. It was cool as fuck. I really liked it, actually. And being able to go to the food court, well, their little cafeteria thing on the way out, after you pay, you know, they got the cafeteria food court thingy going on. You got your $1.50 hot dog, you can get your hot dog and your drink for $1.50. Like, come on. That's our, hey Snarky, how's it going? That's the thing we got going on up here in Canada. I don't know what you guys have in the States or throughout the world, what Costco's got, what you got going on, but that's my thing. That's my favorite thing about Costco is the hot dog. Now, no Costco around you? Oh, that sucks. I got a Costco up here. It's probably about a 25-minute drive from my house, but it's worth it, I guess. But the hot dog and the drink for $1.50, it's like, you know what? That's a cheap lunch. That's what I'm going to go for. However, the wife doesn't always let me go for the hot dog because, unfortunately, I get the Costco burps. Those hot dog burps where all those nitrates in that hot dog. The wiener tastes so fucking good, but the nitrates in there just... It's like eating 20 pounds of broccoli and you just... That's what happens to me, unfortunately. And pretty much anybody I know, any guy I know who likes Costco hot dogs, same thing, except it's really bad with me. So every now and then I will treat myself and I'll get the hot dog. But then the wife pays for it all the way back from the store because I got to keep opening the window. And it just, apparently the Costco hot dog and the Diet Pepsi just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. It works for me, but not the rest of the world. But it was, like I said, it was really neat and kind of weird to go into Costco and not have 100 people bumping into you and just not having huge lineups. And just kind of being able to browse the store because they do get some weird shit in Costco. And really at weird times. I mean, they had Christmas stuff out when it wasn't even Halloween yet. We were like 2.5 weeks away from Halloween, and they brought out Christmas. Like, are you fucking serious? Come on. It was in such poor taste for so many different places. And people putting up their Christmas stuff before we even hit Remembrance Day. Now, in Canada, of course, our Remembrance Day was November 11th. So, you know, like, at least wait till a few days after. My neighbor at the moment, literally the day after, all of a sudden, boom, all the lights were up. All the lights were up, but nothing was on. He respected that rule. And it's kind of an unwritten rule. You don't put up your lights. You don't start celebrating one holiday before Remembrance Day. You let that go. You let it pass. You show your respects for the fallen, for those who have fought hard for our country and countries. And then you decide to celebrate the fat man coming down the chimney and throw up those lights. I don't know. But it seems like we're like 5.5 weeks out from Christmas. I can't believe it's approaching that soon. It's really odd and bizarre. But, I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not. It's going to be a weird one. Last year, I remember I was fairly medicated for most of Christmas Day. It was a tough one. It was the first Christmas that my wife and I celebrated without our youngest, because she had passed, and so it was hard. It was weird. All the family was together. It was a good Christmas, but it wasn't the same kind of Christmas, right? This year, of course, we're hoping for something better. Hopefully, we're hosting Christmas ourselves this year in our house. It's going to be super cramped. It's going to be super tight because I've got my wife's family, both sides, because she's got two sides of her family. And there's my family, and then there's our family. And oh my God, it's going to be insane. I might have to sell tickets and hire security, like a doorman. Okay, please let me see your stop. I'm not going to do valet parking though, because you know what? That's just not cool. Alright, so now I've rambled for about 21 minutes here, guys, and for some reason you're listening. Who knows? But we're going to take this quick rip off of what's left in this Evode. Hopefully it doesn't take taste, not like tick. Hopefully it doesn't taste like a donkey's dick. It might, because it's been in this thing for probably about a week, and usually if you've ever used any kind of pen like this for a dry herb, and if you do a partial burn, and then you just kind of leave it in there, it gets really oily, it gets really kind of fucked up and nasty tasting. But I can't waste it. There's still a lot of green in there. I'm not going to waste that. If this was the bean, he'd combust it in here, then he'd put it into his bong, and then he'd burn it again, because that's just how cheap it is. I was kind of hoping that maybe the bean would get notification that I was live and that he'd join, but I think he's with the girlfriend tonight doing their thing, which means he's probably elbow deep. I'm just joking, Bean. I know you're only up to your knuckles. I'm joking again. He's probably laughing. By the time he hears this, he'll be laughing, but his girlfriend probably wouldn't. So, to Mrs. the Bean, if you listen to this, I'm only joking. Within reason. So, let's get this guy going. It's puff time, guys. Hopefully you'll have a rip with me. Oh. That was rough. Oh, I don't recommend that one. Oh, holy crap, is that ever warm now? This freaking heater. Jeez. Whew. Oh, that did not taste very well at all. Oh, my God. Speaking of things that are not going to taste well, actually, the oldest, she wanted to do something with me, spend some more time with me. So, we talked about doing little videos or something. Yeah, because she wants to be a YouTube star. Doesn't everybody? So I was like, alright, I'll do some videos with you or something. But I'm not going to have a whole lot of time for editing. So whatever we do, it's got to be fairly simple, fairly quick. So we kind of came up with these ideas for little like father-daughter challenge videos. And tomorrow night, we're actually going to be doing our first video. It's probably be about 5 minutes. And the challenge is, each person has to create a 3-ingredient drink and then blend the shit out of that into a smoothie for the opposite person. Now, it's only got to be at least minimum of 1 cup, maximum of 2 cups for volume, of course. So, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do for hers. I picked up some Clamato, actually, because she likes it for some reason. So I figured if I do that, it's going to cover up maybe some of the other stuff. And then my wife, actually, she's like, you know what you should do? This is what you should do. You should take green beans and, what was it? Oh, peanut butter or something? No, green beans and something else, which will just be disgusting. But I think it'll make a good, paste, honestly. The green beans are going to get mushy as hell. Maybe I'll throw some fruit or something into it. I don't know. But it's going to be quirky. It's going to be kind of funny. And it's for her. She wants to do it. She loves watching all those like try not to laugh videos. So she's literally the night before she starts writing a list of all the things that she wants to do for these videos. So I told her, it's like, okay, so when you're out with your friends tomorrow, I was like, I know you're gonna be thinking about those videos. She's like, yeah. I was like, so as you think of ideas, just text them to me. She's like, okay, I'll write them down. I'm like, well, how are you gonna write them down when you're out with your friends? Come on now. I was like, just text them to me. I'll make a master list for you. She's like, all right. She's got like 15 or 16 ideas already. One of them is like a craft idea, which, you know what, I'm not quite sure how it's gonna work. But sardine challenge, that'll be nasty. I hate sardines, apparently. She loves sardines. I don't know when that happened. But it's going to be quirky. It's going to be cute. I won't be sharing the link to the videos with you guys, because obviously they are going to be videos and you're going to see me in them. So I don't want to link my face to me here. So I'm talking about it. You might think it's cool. Maybe you'll come across it. You're not going to know who it's or what it is. Who knows? But just, you know, I got to do something with the kids. Do something with the kids. Connect with them, and just have some fun, right? And they're all into YouTube, so my YouTube days are long behind me. I used to be into YouTube. I used to actually be on Stickcam. And does anybody remember that one? Stickcam.com. I used to broadcast a live, I don't know, webcam show, not like a porn show. Or, I don't know what. I don't even know what to call it. It was like a, I don't know. I went live twice a week, and it was like a show about nothing. It was like Seinfeld. It was literally nothing, and yet people in the hundreds tuned in to watch. Again, I don't know why, but they did. So for months and months and months, I did this show, and it was really kind of cool. And of course, it kind of went to YouTube a bit. Then I got out of all that. It's not my cup of tea anymore. I do like the podcasting because I can just pick it up and do it when I have time, when it's convenient. So that's why I like podcasting, and I think that's why a lot of other people like podcasting. Because anything with podcasting is that you can, hopefully with most podcasts, you can download the episode and listen to it later offline. Where it's a little hard to do that with YouTube. So, alright, so now that we're going to do this double hit. I was going to say a triple hit, but I don't have the solar aerizer turned on, and I think I'm only going to have enough charge for like a little bit on that one, so I don't want to turn that guy on and fuck him up yet. But because it's Friday, and because we can, we're going to do this double header. So we're going to take a huge fat dab of the Granddaddy Purple that we got from budzone.ca. We get all our products from budzone.ca. It's the only place I buy my products from, because I know the quality is there. It's what I need. It's what I'm looking for. So I will not mess with no other. Now, that doesn't mean that if another dispensary came along and said, hey, would you like to try this? Of course I would. Of course I would. But I only buy from Budzone now. I used to buy, locally in town with my sources. But, no, just... If you can afford it, honestly, if you can afford it, go with the dispensaries. Because you're going to get just superior product. Superior product. It costs you a little bit more, but the high is just that much enjoyable. And you're going to get growers typically who just know what they're doing. It's a little bit better than your home grow guys who really don't have an idea what they're doing. They're just kind of growing and selling a little bit at a time. But you know what? That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. If you got the skill, you got the manpower, if that's all you can afford, it's all you can find, you know what? Smoke it, whatever. I've been there. But I got into dispensaries several years ago. I wouldn't say several years ago, but several years ago. I've only been smoking for about 3.5 years now. And I started off with connections through my neighbor. And then that quickly branched off after probably about a month into getting hooked up with 3 different dispensaries in Vancouver, BC. And now I'm connected with a 4th one, which is Budzone. And I just go with those guys because I like the stuff. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, so we have in the Evode, we've got probably 0.4 grams of keef, topped with probably like a 0.1, 0.2 of just ground up leaf, just for a little bit heavier volume, because I need to hold it down that keef. Because if I just put in straight keef and then I go to take that rip, even if I do a low one, it's going to pull all of that out and through the filter, and it's going to taste it. I don't want that. So you need something heavy on top, just hold it down. So I got this guy loaded up. I've got that fat dab loaded up in the Yokan Evolve Plus in the Nix mod. So this is gonna suck. I have to try very hard to contain all this because I'm mixing smoke with dabby vapor. And normally when I take the dabs, I just exhale wherever I want because I'm in the basement. It's all good. However, the smoke will just haunt me to death. Oh, my lungs are already kind of worried, but we are going to do it, guys. We're going to do the doubleheader. We're going to do it right now. And we'll see how that works. Snarky Boz, if you're still there, you know what? I'm looking over at your profile photo. That looks very cool. From here, because I think I do need glasses, it looks like an otter, but I'm thinking it's probably a dog. You tell me. What is it? A dog? Otter? Boyfriend? Husband? Maybe it's your kid. I'm not shaming you if that's your kid. You can have an ugly kid. Some people do. You know, it's alright. Some people do. Some people. I'm not saying who. People I know. Friends. I remember, who was it? my wife's, one of my wife's good friends probably about 6 years back, I think. They had a baby. And I'm looking, it was probably like third day. 3 days old. So I go up, pay my respects, and oh, congratulations. And I'm not. How do I say this without sounding like a complete asshole? The baby was butt ass ugly. It was. I swear to God, it was. I know not all babies are born cute, but this baby was just born like somebody. Like, I think this person squished their legs a little bit too much when the baby was coming out because their faces kind of went like this. And it was like, yeah, hopefully they got better with time. Otherwise, the parents did a number on that child. But all babies are cute to some respect in their own little way. But not all. Not all. Some are just like, ah! But you never point out those ones. You never say it aloud. My ex-wife... Her cousin, him and his wife had a baby, and yeah, I actually, I just met like pretty much all the extra family, and I'm looking at this thing and I'm like, holy crap, and I'm literally mouth across the room to my wife at the time. I was like, this baby is ugly. Now nobody else was looking at me except for my wife's other cousin, and she sees it and she's like, oh my God. So she tells the father of the baby, and he just laughs. It's like he knew my baby is not that good looking, but he didn't get mad. Maybe I shouldn't. It wasn't appropriate. It didn't make things worse, luckily for me, but it could have. All right, so we are going to take this dab first, expel it. And then right afterwards, I'm going to take this rip of the keef and then blow it into the smoke buddy. That way we don't mix it and don't make a huge mess here, guys. So, if you're interested, join my sesh because it's about to be puff time. And if you've never been here before, you've never listened to my podcast, basically puff time, all it means is you got to take a puff if you smoke. So you can use your bong, roll a joint, backwood, blunt, roll a big fat cone or a little bitty cone. Who knows? Grab your, maybe you got that big Gandalf pipe. That's cool. I've always wanted to try one of those. You got a full rig, whatever. Maybe you hot knife it. Maybe you got a cookie, a brownie, whatever. If you don't smoke at all, you don't dabble at all with the marijuanas, that's cool too. But if you do, then you got to puff with me because it's puff time. We're going to do it right now. I'm going to take a drink and then I'm not going to stall any longer. Then I'm going to literally destroy my lungs. Why? Because I can. And my lungs will recover. But my nasal cavity will just fucking pour out, I'm sure. Alright. Let's do this, guys. Cheers. It's puff time. Evoed. That really sucked. I came close. I did it. I almost lost it all, though. The moment I expelled that the dab, the coughs, of course, started kicking in. And then not long after, I tried to go right into the E-Road. And as soon as I pulled that off, I almost just... but I didn't. And of course, that I didn't even take the full bowl on the E-Road. Because I put in a little bit more leaf than I thought on top, which is good. Looks like most of that keef did combust, which is excellent. So I'm going to do just a very, sorry guys, very, very quick pick and a flick. If you don't know what that means, all you got to do is take your pick, and that can be any kind of a pick. Maybe it's a toothpick or whatever, or you got a metal dab or whatever, whatever you got. Doesn't matter what it is, as long as it works for you and doesn't fuck up your shit. Something with a nice pointy end. You take that tool, you stick it into your dry herb, your bowl, whatever. You kind of just work your edges. Work it off the edges there, and then you just kind of go under, pull it from the bottom, move it to the top. It's kind of like flipping your compost. If you've ever done that, it's kind of like that, just a very small version. And it really works it out a little bit better. That way you're not just burning through the burnt. Alright, so now that I got this guy flipped, I'm going to finish him off. Oh. You know what? Nothing's really hit yet, which is surprising. So, oh, there's something. Let's do this. You know, I really don't think the wattage on these E-Roads are the same as my old ones. Because every time I hold it, and I did find that I was holding the button down a little bit too long. But even when I pull it off sooner, it's not getting that good even combustion. Which is sad, because every time I order, like I've said before, every time I order these E-Roads from China, I have to go with a different supplier, because the one before is out. Because these things sell out crazy. I guess they're very popular. And when you buy them by the 1,000, apparently you can get them for like $5-6 a piece. But, you know, I'm not going to buy them by the 1,000, but at this point, maybe I should. So I'm just going to do a nice little pick and a flick and a clean. Seeing, do we have enough to hit another bowl on this? Or did we just finish it off? I do see a little bit of green, a little bit of greenage here. Which is always nice to see, to get the most out of your hits. And you can keep going back, and you're still getting greenage, and you're still getting those big plumes, and you're getting the good hit. You're feeling that buzz off it. As long as you're getting all those things, then you know what? Keep hitting your bowl. But if all you got is brown or black, just let it go. Let it go. You know what? I don't think there's a whole lot left in here to really do, but there's enough on top. I did turn it over. It's going to taste like the ass end of a stick that you shoved up a cow. But just to honor the bean and the cheapness that he is, because if he was here, he'd be like, "Sir, there's still another hit there." He would give me so much shit for throwing that out. So I'll take a small little rip off it, just to get a good tinge off it. And that burp tasted like bologna, which is really weird, because I haven't eaten bologna, but I did eat a Costco hot dog. And where do you think bologna comes from? The same kind of meats. I'm pretty sure. So, there's the nose, guys. It's starting even more now. Herds. Hopefully everybody out there, hopefully you're having a good night, good moment. High or not, hopefully you are able to medicate. But you know, if you're not, hopefully you're still able to have a decent time. But maybe you're struggling. Maybe maybe you've got depression, anxiety, mental health, out the wazoo. Who knows? There's a million different things with mental health these days. So hopefully there's somebody there to listen to you, because that's really what I find helps me. And yeah, you gotta have that somebody, no matter who it is, even if it's just a stranger in a chat room. As long as somebody can listen to you and not necessarily validate what you're saying, but just acknowledge it. That's the big thing with life. You just want somebody to hear you, somebody to acknowledge how you're feeling, so that you don't have to feel ashamed in feeling that way. Somebody can just, just hear it. They're not going to understand it, and most people won't. But if they can at least be there, acknowledge it, and if you want their opinion, obviously make that clear. If you just want them to listen, then unleash those books and let the floodgates open. However, be careful, because I have found from personal experience, if you share too much about what's going on with you with your friends who aren't quite aware of it or don't know how to handle that kind of stuff, you will scare them off completely. Most people just don't want to deal with other people's crap. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't understand mental health, and they don't understand depression. So, you got to be careful, right? You got to be careful. This is why I podcast. So this is why I enjoy podcasting, because this is my outlet. If I want to dive in deep into my depression, I will. If I don't have a whole lot to say about it, then we're just going to get high and take the night wherever it wants to go, which is good. I've missed being able to do that, because usually it's either good or it's not, right? There's no in the middle, which is comical. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time to get high. Again? Really? So soon? Yeah, why not? I was curious, so. Curious what you're smoking on. What are you smoking on? I believe, I don't know what all the keef is from, but the leaf is Himalayan Gold. Then there's Granddaddy Purple Shatter, and I believe there's also a bit of Tuna Kush leaf in here as well, which is a nice little mixture. So I did do that turn, so I'm just going to finish this guy off here. Okay, let's do it. Alright. I don't know why I always squirt the air wick like it's gonna fix everything. Although it is kind of comical how it's an air freshener, but the moment you spray it, it immediately just falls. Ooh. Well, that sucks. There goes the furnace. Now I gotta do a couple quick sprays, and I gotta put away, unfortunately, the Evode, because the smell will get sucked into the furnace and go all over the place, which, you know what, I'm okay with, because I finished off that keef. So I'm gonna clean out this guy, do a nice job on him, and put him away, and then we'll just do dabs. But like I said, I am curious what you're smoking on. Hit me up on Twitter. Let me know what you got going on and what you're smoking out of. I know a lot of people are into the bongs these days. It seems like every, I don't know, probably at least 2 out of 5 people that I found are bongers, which is, there's nothing wrong with that, of course. But I didn't think they were that popular. But apparently they are, which is very, very delightful. Indeed, indubitably. So we've got this one. We're going to move this one over here. And go, yee! Now we got to pull this case forward. Ouch. And then put away some of the gear, guys, because, you know, we can't be sloppy. Keep the case neat, because we do it right with this one. I like the old one. That one got nasty. Nasty ass bitches. Clean off the pick. Put it away nice and clean. Put it away the way we found it, right? And put away the smoke buddy. And then clean off the table. Put away the ashtray. And life goes on. Wah. Yeah. Until I break everything. Now I'm falling apart. I don't know where I'm going. Okay, I'm here. I'm back. I'm good. I'm good. We're okay. We're okay, guys. I swear to God. We're okay. I'm gonna light another incense. Why? Why not? Why not? That one wasn't so bad. You gotta get some good stuff though. Ooh, you smell like lilies. I think we're gonna go with that. We're gonna try it. See how good it smells. Probably gonna smell like a stick that's just burning. But you know, whatever. Only problem with that is dollar store stuff. Yes, you can get it cheap. You can get name brand stuff, but the quality is not always as good, right? Some things you just don't buy, but a lot of things you can. So, like lighters, just don't buy those shitty ass lighters that are like 50 cents or 3 for $1. Don't do it. Like, come on. If you're a stoner, you need get a real lighter. Come on. You want a Bic, or you want one of those torch lighters from the dollar store for like $3. Those fuckers are awesome and refillable. I promise you, those guys will get you through whatever you're doing, whatever you're smoking on, heating it on, whatever. I probably should have put away the solo airizer too, but another time, right? Another time. I can barely hear that music. I'm gonna jump over to Phantom Sage. I dropped it. I dropped the beat. I can't even hear the music at all. Hopefully you guys can. I think it's just because the furnace is on and I'm really half, 3/4, mostly kind of deaf. So, and yet I'm still wearing, you know, this thing. This thingamabobber, the headset. You know. Oh, Nick P. I should have known you're listening, brother. Jumping over to Twitter, guys. I'm usually late on it. I always say, hit me up on Twitter, and yet I'm never here off the start. Thanks, buddy. Thanks. I was trying to jump back and remember what I said, and I was like, oh yeah, I did say that, didn't I? Bit by bit, little by little. I'd say really little by little. I'd say that was probably only the 4th time that I've actually referenced the loss of my daughter on here. Out of 102 episodes. So, you know, it's not something I really talk about that much, but I hope to, honestly, in time, one day, I don't want to go into every detail, because honestly, it's probably going to shut most people down, turn me off from wanting to ever come back, because it's depressing as fuck. But one day, I do want to be able to open up a bit more about my experience with it all, and just kind of share a bit, because my daughter was one of a kind, a super amazing soul, and honestly, it may have, if you're listening to this, you may have at some point come into contact with her, because she had a global reach, honestly. It's quite neat. It's quite neat. Anyways, moving on from that, because now I'm just going to be like, oh my God. Hey, okay, you know what? Okay, it makes sense now. Why? Because there's several people that listen to the show. And I always wondered, like, okay, why do people actually listen to this? But I think it does make sense now. A lot of people who listen to this are people similar to myself, who also go through their own things, right? Going through their moments, their life, their battles, their stories. And my heart goes out to everybody listening, and not listening, who's going through their battles, right? Just goes to show, mental health is a bitch, and it is global. Oh my gosh. Yes, Nick P, you are definitely a bong guy. By the way, your that e-vote is on the way. Just it's kind of slow shipping from Canada, but keep an eye out for it, man. So it'll be there soon. It's on its way. It's on its way. And as always, of course, I'm glad that my podcast gave you an escape and your moment to do your thing. Like most people, when you're a smoker, obviously you have your preference, and I have the worst dry mouth ever. But obviously everybody has their preference for what they smoke the most of, or how they smoke, whatever. But nobody's going to turn down a good rip off of something, right? Like, say, if you're a bong guy and somebody offers you a big fat joint, you're not going to say no. Some people might, but come on. I couldn't. To be polite, if I didn't know you and you're handing me some random joint, I'd probably say no. And if there's nobody around us who could kind of vouch for you, like, say, just having some random smoke stash and these people just show up or something. I don't know. Whatever scenario you can think of. I just, I am picky sharing even a cigarette with people. Because a lot of people, they goober. They really moisten the fuck out of those things. And if I don't know you and you do that, I will vomit everywhere. And if I know you and you still do that, I will probably still vomit everywhere. But I'll try not to. So, I am picky. I probably would say no thank you to a joint from Perfect Stranger. But then again, I remember once sitting out for not far, just off the side of Ronald McDonald House in Vancouver. Ronald McDonald House, of course, is a place for sick kids. So sitting out there, doing my thing, using my e-vote at the time, and this guy comes out and he starts having a cigarette, and they start talking. And then he's like, "Do you mind if I smoke a joint?" I'm like, "Dude, I've got this dry herb pen here." So, of course, he's hitting the joint. I'm doing the pen. I'm like, "You want to try the pen?" He's like, "Sure." "You want to try my joint?" I'm like, "Sure." Because at this point, well, it's like that perfect moment when you're sitting there, and all of a sudden you find out the person you're talking to or the person next to you is a smoker and willing to smoke and get down right then. It's like, oh, instant friends. Why? Because weed brings people together. It really does. Do you think people go to war over weed? Probably not. If the Colombians only were into marijuana, do you think they'd be as crazy and hardcore as they are? Probably not. I don't know why I went there, guys. I don't know why. But I'm just trying... My point, But again, I also say that if you're an asshole and you smoke weed, I think you're still going to be an asshole. You might just be a happier asshole. But if you're a shitty person, you're still just going to be a shitty person, right? It doesn't change who you are. It just enlightens your panoramic view of the world. Ooh, I like that one. Psh, I'm going to print that. No, I'm just kidding. But I think that might be it for me tonight, guys. Coming up to an hour. Well, pretty close. And it's been a while since I went that long, but I kind of got the munchies. A little tiny bit. Not like a whole lot, but enough. So I am thinking, you know what? Maybe it's time to wrap this one up. Let's do one final rip. Let's see what I got left in this dabber. Dabba-dabba-dabba-doo. Oh, there's still a huge dab on the side of this fucker. So, we're going to end with this. So, I do hope everybody listening, and anybody about to listen, future listen, whatever, hopefully you enjoyed this episode. And, thank you for continuing to listen and to continue to come out. It means a lot to me. And I will, like I said, continue to puffcast my moment. I'm trying, I swear to God, I am trying to get back into doing it more. But like I said, the last week and a bit, it's been a hard one. It's been a struggle. So it's been a push to do it. And I've actually in the evenings been trying to spend a little bit more time with the wife. So, which is always good. But I can't forget about this and you guys. So this is, we connect. We have our sesh, right? So till next time, stay lifted and keep smiling. Because, you know, it's puff time. Here we go, guys. Let's do it. Oh. All right, guys. What was I gonna say? Right. Oh gosh, I'm done. Catch you guys next time. If you haven't already, follow me on Twitter, the Puffcast. Instagram, Spreaker.com. You can find us on Google Play and iTunes now. Formerly the Puffcast, which is now Puffcast My Moment. But all in all, we're getting high. We're getting shit done. And looks like, Nick, you are high as fuck as well. So you know what? Looks like we had a sesh. Maybe one of these days, we'll figure out a way to get you on the show. You never know. Alright guys, till next time, take it easy, stay lifted, and keep smiling. Peace. That was the chair.